Ever suffer from imposter syndrome?
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
I definitely do. So in today's episode, we're going to look at some tips where you can silence your biggest critic, yourself. In episode 30, we looked at doing a self-reflection of one of your recorded sessions so that you can improve your delivery. And I think that's really important. However, if you're not careful, it can easily lead into a self-beating up session where you just put yourself down. And that's not helpful for you or your students. In my day job, I often have to deliver training to teachers in the vocational education and training sector across New South Wales. And I always get that nervous energy leading up to a session. What if there's a technology issue because I've hit the wrong button? What if I trip up on the content and I come across as a moron? What if a teacher asks me a question and I don't know the answer? What if I go overtime and make everyone late to their next meeting? What if the audience just thinks I suck? All this self-doubt talk rushes in, and if I don't silence it, I can pretty much guarantee it's not going to be a good session. So here's what I do to combat that negative self-talk. Quite some time ago, I sat down with 3 really important questions and I wrote down the answers. Question number 1 is, why did I become a trainer facilitator in the first place? And the answer to this question firmly places your feet back on the ground with meaning and purpose as to why you're even doing this. Question number 2 is, in the next session that you deliver, what presence do you want to bring into the classroom? The answer to this question shows that you have a choice and you can focus your energy towards that choice rather than be distracted by negativity. Question number 3 is, what do I love about delivering a session when I'm at my very best? And the answer to this question is kind of like how athletes do visualization before a game. It taps into that positive emotions and helps remind themselves of what they're like when they're at their best. To help with an example, let me tell you about the responses that I have to those 3 questions. I became a trainer because I love taking content and trying to configure it in a way that people will be able to grasp it. I love the creative element of teaching. Question 2, in the next session I deliver, I want to bring a confidence and calmness and an educational leadership to the learning environment. Question number 3, when I'm at my very best delivering, I'm super relaxed. I've built up a sense of rapport with the participants. There's a bit of banter going on as I connect with them. I'm enjoying facilitating and presenting information. I've put a lot of time into the content and how I present it, and also I feel that the learning activities are landing with participants and they're grasping it. Having written down the answers to those 3 questions, I've got one more important step. And what I do is copy and paste those 3 answers into the front page of every presentation I do. And maybe you're different from me, but I need to remind myself constantly of why am I doing this? What choice of presence do I have to bring into the classroom? And what do I look like when I really love doing what I'm doing? By doing this, it's going to help you silence that inner critic. And if today's episode has been helpful, I encourage you to spend some time answering those 3 questions and holding them in front of yourself. Right, that's it from me. I'll catch you next time on Virtually the Kid.